This is the CMT Trade Fair in Stuttgart. Today is Sunday, the 20th of January 2019. This is Vantura. This is a sport version of their camper van. Sorry, my gimbal's acting up and it keeps turning itself off. 600L. Now what Vantura have done, which is a little bit more original, I'll just say a little bit, because it's not, as one of the other companies are now doing as well, but what they're doing is they're trying to solve the problem of gas to a certain extent, which is to have diesel heating, something which I also happen to believe in. But one thing here with this fan here, you can see where the water is, it's down below, which will aid your ride quality and gets the water out of the way. What they're trying to do is to find space solutions. Another thing with the gas is that because if you've got a small gas tank instead of these very large ones, then clearly that does save a lot of space, and it's easier because gas we need largely for heating. You've got a diesel tank in anyway, so why not use the diesel tank? But one thing I do have to point out, and I don't know the answer to this one yet, is with diesel, it costs more money, so it costs like double what LPG is, roughly, depends on the country you're in, but it's somewhere along those lines. Now the question is, do you use half as much again? I think diesel probably ends up being a little bit cheaper, although diesel heating units, if you know, diesel heater is more expensive than a gas heater. If you go to something like Truma, you get their diesel units about 20% more than the gas unit, for example. Well, I'll take you inside. Obviously this is the problem, I can't get in, but you can sort of get the general picture above there. Two skylights, something I always like. Okay, now let's come to the, here's one. In this case the bed, I believe, will go up and down. Now we have this, which will make a pretty large garage. So I mean that's a very sensible way of doing things, in my opinion. Prices for these vans are around 50,000 mark, depending on the options which you take. And you know the van conversions are sort of the same size the van is to start off with, 6 meters long. There was it's only 65,000. But it's got a tent in the roof, so putting tents in the roof is an expensive thing to do. In this case, we've got bunks. I really think if you're trying to get 4 adults sleeping in something like that, you're pushing it a bit. 540D says he's got 40% more storage space, and this you've got a widthwise bed. This one here is 541 centimeters in length, 47,500 euros. Okay, we'll have a quick walk inside. Now somebody said to me, why am I putting music on and not speaking on the videos? Well, the reason I put music on is because I can get in when there's no one around. But the problem is, we've got Michael Jackson, Queen and all sorts of other people there playing at the same time, and there's copyright, so that makes it a little bit difficult for me. And sometimes they can just suddenly start. I can be doing my own thing, and then I've got Enzo, what's his name? I've forgotten his name, Enzo Lamazzotti, whatever his name is. Anyway, he suddenly starts up, and then you know, I've got 10-minute film, which is more or less stuck. So that is why the situation that I face. So I'm now speaking, and there's lots of people around. But anyway, you see, I can occasionally get into a nice bathroom such as this one. I'm going to demonstrate this as well. There's me in the mirror. Alright, now bear in mind, it's 541 centimeter van in length. The width is 100, no, it'd be 205 centimeters. Look how much space I've got there. Look at that. Now, look at this. Look how much space there is in the corridor. There, so I'll stand in the corridor to make the point. And and you know, you can walk up and down here quite easily, so there's plenty of space here. And we've got this as well, so I think that's quite good use of space, to be honest. Over here we've got a little wardrobe thing, and the bed. If the bed goes up and down, I think I would also only put lockers on one side. In my van, I took the lockers out, and they'll have to go back in. Haven't gone back in yet. In fact, they won't be going back in because we chopped them up. But I'll be making some new lockers to go in. But you can see, if you can pull the bed up to let's say this height here, where that I mean, because shoot, oh, storeroom you get in there. You can easily get a few bikes in there, get a motorbike in there. So the person who asked me, from Holland also, who asked me about getting motorbikes in a camper van, well, you know, this something like this would do. I've got some of Vantura's films on my website, so you can see there's their publicity stuff, and so you can see that I've got four their films on. They did them. This is the first time I've actually filmed it though, as a brand. Okay, I mean, this is relatively standard ladder up to the top, and I mean, there's only so much you can actually do with a camper van conversion. Okay, in this case you can see it's on a Peugeot basis, and you've got a price €47,000, and there's a quick look inside. Okay, well, that was about as best as I could do in the circumstances. Now I'll just say what they're offering here. They say more quality, more security. Of course, the word more is a comparative term, and you need to know more than what, and that is not explained.